Alright.
We are back at it again with another video.
Another one. Another one.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
So, the drag mini bike is pretty freaking sweet. This was a Stage 2 Tilton I built for the Coleman BT200X.
Didn't find its way there, found its way on this.
Yes. So today, what we're going to do is just pull that off, put the Stage 4 on it. We got to do a couple break-in cycles. I'm going to change the oil twice. So, all we have to do is just unhook fuel line, unhook the kill switch, pop a chain off, and take a couple of bolts out. What we're going to do with the carb, I'm just going to pull this top hat out and put it in the other Mikuni 24mm since it's the same carb. So, be a pretty quick process.
I'm not tired.
I'm not tired a bit. We haven't put the rear pegs on yet. We have another set of these BMX pegs to put on the back. Alright, we're going to put this engine on real quick and be able to rip. Is it pretty cold outside?
It's pretty cold, yeah.
Okay.
About 40.
Okay, we might not rip today, but you guys won't know that.
Huh. Jeepers, Mr. You're really strong.
Oh, thank you. We basically killed the clutch within a couple rides. I'm wondering if it's the bushing on it that's messed up. Like, seized, basically. Yeah, so it's like this clutch is seized up in our sprocket.
Loosen it or take them off?
Loosen them. Another thing is our sprocket is really loose. I need to tighten up that nut on the sprocket as much as possible. Now we gotta loosen those.
You're really strong.
Set it up here.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
I don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, it's done. So now we got to break in the engine. What I have done here is I ran from the breather on the valve cover up to the oil catch can, and then from the side cover, that billet side cover has a barb on it if you can see it, it runs up. So this can has two inlets, one outlet, and it's baffled, so there'll be no oil come out of this. So she's ready to start. We jetted that 24mm flat slide. Should be jetted about right. Our chain's all aligned, 60-40. And now we can break it in, do the first start on it, hear it the first time.
And it's going to be loud.
Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
We should probably open the door to start it.
Yeah, we don't want to die of lead poisoning. That would be no good. As I say, that's unusually quiet today. Alright, break-in start of the Stage 4 engine. I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Make sure she got gas. Take the choke off.
It's definitely loud.
Yeah, it's definitely got some. So we're going to let it break in, we're going to change the oil, then we're going to ride it around really easy, change the oil again, then we can rip.
The exhaust is hitting me from back here.
Yeah, it's just like pop, 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 oh, I just felt it. That's lead. That's pure lead, baby. Get a coke of it. We let it run at idle for 20 minutes, doing really light revs. We changed oil. Now I'm going to take it down the road and do like up to 4,000 RPM pulls. No GoPro or nothing. I'm just going to ride it, do it. We'll break it in, then we'll go really rip on it. So we're going to change the oil one more time after this. Trying to be easy on the clutch, like, you know, there's no point in ripping and burning the clutch through here. Oh, I got my mail. I was up there. Got some mail stuff. Oh, she's awesome. It's cold. You want to put some gloves on, but with a helmet, that's the only thing that was cold. I think you should take it for a rip. The more we can break it in, just doing light pulls and just cruise at 3 grand. It sucks. You got to get past that vibration range.
Yeah.
Oh, she's freaking sick, dude.
I heard you pull on it a couple of times.
Huh?
I heard you get on it a couple times.
Yeah, and I only got maybe at most 5 grand. I wouldn't even imagine. But it definitely, I want to stiffen those front forks. All these front forks are underfilled from factory. So when this bike's at powder coat, I'm going to pull those front forks apart and I'll do a video on it and put thicker oil in them to just, because like when I come in the driveway, I hit the bottom of the frame. Yeah. And did it do it on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can put stops on the forks, clamps that'll basically stop it from going down that far, but it's going to happen. I just don't want to scuff up the powder coat.
Yeah.
Are you cold?
Yeah.
I can see the mic just... Okay, so we've did the 2 break-in oil changes. We drove it down the road at like, I probably got max 5,000 RPMs. She freaking rips, so it is insane.
It's definitely a huge power increase.
Yeah, it's massive. It's probably around 7 horsepower more than that other engine, but it's just built completely different. I mean, it's got a ported head. The other one did not. It's just night and day difference. So after riding it and feeling how mean it is, I was like, let's go ahead and put the steering dampener on it before. We should have at least a 10 mile per hour higher top speed with this engine, geared the same as that other one because it revving to 9,000 RPM. So I ordered, before we even started this bike, I ordered a steering dampener off eBay. Links are in the description below. So we're going to show it right now. So there's the steering dampener from eBay. It's pretty sweet. So I welded a little tab here and I've bolted it to the underside of my triple clamp. And this will be a stainless bolt. And I'm going to make it, well, it's really done. And you can tighten up the tension just by clicking, you know, clockwise is tightened, counterclockwise is loosened. So Lonnie's going to demonstrate it. I know you guys can't really tell.
It's smooth, but there's pressure holding you, like you can't steer it quickly.
Yeah, and you can tension it so it's super hard, I'm gonna buy several more of these.
This is about medium, right?
Probably, yeah. It gets so tight you can barely turn it. Go ahead and turn it through its motions. You can see it's mounted with a heim joint there and a heim joint there, so it kind of pivots around. I'm using, as my spacers under my heim joint, move your arm for a second, I'm using lock washers, one there and one there, to give this ball joint, or this heim joint, more pivot. It needs to be a little thinner than those, so I am going to get some spacers made for heim joints that are just really thin walled spacers to give it even more pivot, because when he push it all the way to the right, it gets it in a little bit of a bind because the ball joint's maxed out in the rotation. But I think it looks cool, and the placement just adds to the bike. And the green, this whole bike is going to be like a white, green, and gunmetal type theme.
Before you let go of the handlebars and it slammed to one side.
Yeah.
Even with it slightly turned, it doesn't even pull it. That's how much
Yeah. It's really nice. It's pretty sweet. She is
speed
ready.
wobble at 65 is dangerous.
That's what I was saying. Was like, okay, this bike's 10 more mile per hour faster. Should be at least.
We haven't done the top speed. That's
at 9,000 RPMs with the gearing ratio. We should hit that top speed, 65-ish. So I would hate to get speed wobble on this. So we still haven't put our rear pegs, but we've made a executive decision on this bike, and we'll talk about it later.
I was about to say it too.
So stay tuned for our bike builds. We're going to have several more. So let's go give it a rip, see what she'll do.
Harder now. This is gonna be interesting. Hi.
Drag time. All right, so we found out we had a faulty ignition coil. So the original coil pack is bad. We're gonna take this down the road. I hit 60 or 59 mile per hour on it. Lonnie should hit 65. I'm gonna say 65.
I'm gonna say 64.
All right, let's go. Let's go do it. I think I might be out of gas. Holy moly.
How fast do you think it went?
60?
Oh, you had your phone?
Yeah. Grab the fuel. It's out almost. We had so much problems out of this engine, and it was a freaking cool the whole time.
Whew.
Oh, it rips. So we're gonna fill it up with gas, and
How's
Lonnie's
it
gonna
feel?
take it.
How fast did it get to 60?
pretty quick. I mean, it from the top ends where it fell off a little bit, like it was still pulling, but I mean, the bike runs good, but it's sketchy at 60. I mean, it just feels like, wow. Does it feel like it's creeping when it gets up that high?
I mean, if I held it open longer, it'd probably climb a little bit more, but
Yeah.
it was pretty much done.
I'm pretty sure I'm running a 65 sprocket. Wait a second.
It feels like you're screaming though.
Yeah,
at
it
60.
rips.
I can't believe the acceleration on it. It's just a
With a
regular
clutch? Well, this is 3-disc race clutch.
Oh.
Triple disc. She rips.
5.0 killer.
We built the Hellcat, the Hell Kitten, baby. Woo! Oh, she rips. I want to measure out 660 foot right here, because that's what they drag race, and find out and tune it for the absolute most power right in that area.
You can feel when it really starts to rev. Like from 20 to 60, it's just
Yeah. And we can gear it even lower to give you more acceleration.
Yeah.
It just depends on where 660 foot is.
I'd say it's topping out at about
It
100
doesn't.
yards. So
You think so?
That's less than 600 feet. It's kind of sketchy if you let out all at once. It starts to move.
Yeah, it slows you down so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's she crazy though. I
You
can't
want
wait.
to ease off the throttle.
Yeah, and I kind of rev it too and not let it just go. I just think that's could suck in a lot of cold air to the valves, wouldn't you think?
Probably.
Yeah. So when you let off, kind of just keep blipping the throttle just because. All right, you can rip her on home. Okay guys, so in the comment section, let us know what you think of the drag bike. We're actually going to be building a big block drag bike next. Instead of using this frame for a big block, I want to make one designed just for a big block with a 40 series torque converter. So we have a build video coming out of the big block we're going to be using. We've milled the head, ported it. Should be a crazy mean drag bike, and we got a huge tire to use on it. So stay tuned to that, and also make sure to check out the info on our Windrock meetup on May 31st and June 1st. We'll all be out there for 2 days riding. You got to pay to ride on the trails, but there's no charge to come and hang out with us. So make sure to watch us on Instagram and Facebook for all the information on that. Our schedule will be put out and all the things we're going to be giving away there. So you can win a ton of stuff. You can go have a great time. So make sure to come and check us out. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to use all the links in the description below, where you can find all the links from where we built this stage 4 engine and the mini bike. All those parts are linked under the video. Huge thanks to 𝑴𝒆𝒆 for sponsoring this video. We couldn't have built this crazy engine without their awesome performance parts. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. We love you and God bless.